I feel like Money Heist actually showed us what the show was truly going to be about off the bat. They weren't hiding anything. They weren't trying to subvert. The name is literally Casa de Papel, and everyone's going about it being like, oh, it's called the House of Money. I'm like, I know. I did year 9, year 10 Spanish. I passed just about. Mm-hmm. I know bits and bobs. Papel ain't money. That's called De Niro, baby. So them calling it the House of Money is wrong. It's actually the House of Paper.
Yes.
And them saying that changed the whole context of the show for me. I only really thought about it last season for the first time, and I thought, no, this ain't right. This season, it came to roost.
This season, the metaphor, it really was laid on for anyone who hadn't realised it yet.
Yeah.
It was the concept that money is just that.
Yeah.
It's paper, and as El Professor said, it's an illusion.
Hey, it was really an indictment on the fiat money system. I'm not sure where I stand on this, because, like, hey, we have the world we live in because of it, but in some ways, he ain't wrong. It's all just a farce, isn't it? I don't want you to be like, oh, the world's ending. The world is ending, but for different reasons. Monetary reasons as well, inflation, all these things. But it's a hoodwink if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, but we're all part of the hoodwink.
Hey, NarendraTheComic!
Nonsense!
Yes, and right now we're going to be doing a short review, maybe a bit spoilery, of Money Heist, and it's probably my favourite Netflix-produced thing ever.
Yeah, I will say there were 5 total seasons, and they ran quite long, they were interlinked, and the ending was apt.
It was a good ending.
It was good. It wasn't mind-blowing. They had to do a lot of setup to make everyone understand what was going on by the final episode, but I appreciate that because I feel like anyone who watched it got it by the end.
Everyone followed what was happening. They weren't being too far-fetching with what they were doing, and they were explaining it step by step, which made it a lot easier for most people to handle. But I will say, come the ending, while it was fine, while it was okay, while it was passable, I don't think it really hit where I wanted it to hit. It was pretty see-through. I think at the beginning of the season, we thought they're going to do some bait and switch here.
Yeah.
I thought it would be them dyeing silver bars gold and then them selling them back or giving them to the treasury and being like, hey, you have the bars, otherwise the economy's going to crumble. Turns out, I was very close to being correct, all right?
Very close. I will say, I thought they were going to say, well, the gold bars are our insurance to get out.
Right.
So I think we patched it together.
Your thing was they might say, like, we can give you 50% of the gold back, but we get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it would turn out, they got 0% of the gold back. It's the biggest farce in history.
But even the way they got out of the gold reserve building in the end, you know, it was pretty plain. It was plain Jane. It was, oh, they're all dead. And I think beat by beat for this episode, you could tell what was happening. But I feel like, as you said, that was because of the way they set it up. For people who are actually really engaging and people who are actually watching it, predicting what was going to happen, I feel they might have predicted the step-by-step process of this episode because of the layup they gave previously.
Yeah, I think they did a good job to allow everyone to understand it. I will say the finale, it felt complete, but there was something that was missing, that like sparkle. There was a bit of lacklusterness to it, and I think it's because we guessed it.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. There was a certain pleasure taken in knowing that we were right.
Almost right. We were almost right, yeah.
Almost
Pretty
right.
close to being absolutely correct.
As close as you can get, really. And that normally does fill the audience with a sense of like, oh, I got it, I'm kind of smart, you know? But something was missing, and it was that tiny bit of panache.
I think it was there in the previous few episodes, but because of the way they told this story with this being the end point, it took away a little bit of the sheen. I do know that they are doing a Korean version, a Korean remake of this show. As well as that, they're doing a Berlin spin-off.
Okay, Berlin
That's
spin-off.
confirmed.
Okay. The beginning of the sentence, I was not feeling it. The end of the sentence, I was feeling it. First off, a Korean remake, I feel like it's very unnecessary. The same vein as us saying, why do we need a Train to Busan English remake?
Yeah, it's the
when
same.
People are willing to either read subtitles or change the language,
Yeah.
because that's an option in so many languages
Yeah.
on Netflix for their own productions. So what do you need a remake for? Because you're not going to think of new heists and or new methods of making it out because they're too well thought out.
No, it's not realistic.
You
is
can't.
it?
So it's not going to be a new story. It's just going to be the same one rehashed.
And you're going to have pretty much the same bare bones characters as well. You're not going to be able to change it up too much because the structure is there for these personalities and character types. You can't just change and swap them in and out. So I think it's a bad idea to make a remake. Like if it was bad and they thought we can make a better version, that's a different case. But this was so well received. Everyone loved it. I think it's made Netflix a ton of money. So they're like, we should do it again. And clearly they know that maybe there was a big audience for it in Korea. So I see the reasoning, but I'm telling you, people generally don't want this type of stuff anymore.
No, people don't want remakes, but a Berlin spin-off.
Yeah.
I want a Berlin spin-off. That man was just so interesting. When he died in the second season, it was rough. And then when we saw him in flashbacks in the most recent seasons, it was like, oh, he's back.
But he's
I'm
not.
So glad.
He's dead. But he's back.
They realized he was a heavy-hitting character, that they needed his personality in the show still.
And he was still bled through the show because of the way they told the story. But I think that when his son was introduced, it was, where is he showing up? They're not just introducing this side plot for no reason. And I felt like either he was going to help them on the heist or he was going to hinder them by working with the cops. Him coming and being the one stealing it, I didn't figure out until that episode.
Yeah.
I didn't get it till then. But when that episode happened, I said, nah, he's going to take it from him.
Yep.
Because he knows the plan.
And lo and behold, it was him.
Or maybe it was Berlin's ex-wife. You don't know who was really pulling the strings in that situation, because there was the whole, I'm stealing your wife as your son, a bit mad. There was also some weird cousin-loving stuff with Denver and Manila, and I don't know what you're trying to do there. And then Manila's also trans, so it's like, wait, what's going on? I'm not sure exactly this is the best thing to be doing at this moment in time. But then again, it's Europe.
I was going to say
mainland
exactly
Europe.
that. I feel like a lot of Americans watching this show were probably watching Berlin's wife be taken by his son and Denver becoming personally involved with someone who's basically family.
Yeah.
They probably thought, oh, it's Europe. Oh, Europe.
Game of
right.
Thrones.
Yeah.
I swear it's popularised this type of shit, man. It's weird shit.
It has.
It's weird shit. And I think eventually it's just going to get more and more. It's going to get worse. This is a good one, all right? Who was your favourite character out of the whole show? You have 10 seconds to decide.
Ooh.
All 5 seasons. 9.
Nairobi.
8. Okay. All
Nairobi
right.
was my favourite person. She
All
was
right.
steadfast. She was really lovable.
Uh-huh.
Spoilers, her death destroyed me.
Yeah, I'm going also for someone who died. Moscow.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? I'm like, he was the father figure. He was someone everyone respected. And then he also got done in. And it's like, why the good ones get done in? Hey, I'm glad they didn't do Helsinki.
Oh,
all right, that happened.
yeah.
That wouldn't have been good for anyone, I'm telling you. It was funny, though. It was funny. Who was that?
Denver. You did a good impression.
If you haven't watched it, it is a very, very good show. I would highly recommend it. I've been told I look a little like El Profesor. I'm not saying I do. I'm saying it's a little there.
I mean, it is a little there. You also have big brain. You're not an egomaniac.
I am.
Thankfully, you're not an egomaniac. One thing I will say is, if you are going to watch this show, please try and watch it in the original Spanish.
Yeah.
These actors are so good and they're so believable in these roles. You should do them the honor and give them the respect to actually watch what they're giving you.
It's the same thing with Squid Games, where people were watching that. When people saw what the subtitles were versus what the meaning of the words truly were, it's like, wait, we're getting a different show here. So I think that in the same vein, you should generally watch a show or film in its original language. Subtitles are there for a reason, baby. Plus, you might pick up some words and then you're more cultured anyway. So that's never a bad thing. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there if you didn't. El Profesor gonna come after you. You don't want that. Do they want that? No, he is definitely an egomaniac. You really don't. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been Non-Sensei.
She's been Non-Sensei. You've been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 1,000 days now. We ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never not here, just how it goes. Also bring the pakwas means nonsense in Punjabi, and we also bring that. Bring a lot, bring a little, do a lot, do a little, but we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. More of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more, see you then. Skadoosh.